Alright guys, how's it going? Probably not so good for most of you guys, for most all of us. Obviously I thought we were just gonna meander around sideways. I didn't think well technically we didn't break these lows, but sell-off has been more extreme than I thought it was, and I thought Litecoin would hold these lows here against the altcoin market. And hold structure a bit better against Bitcoin and ETH. We're at the lows here, like the most recent lows. The pair charts don't look bad. I would like to see Litecoin price not go much lower relative to everything else. Yeah, literally against everything kind of looks the same. It looks like a symmetrical triangle in the short-term time frames on most of these pairs. So hopefully we can bounce from here against everything else. But we're kind of at the bottom side of this range now. Price, at least on like the weekly time frame, I'd want to see it hold here. The things that are kind of scary is CMF is just like not forming any sort of bullish divergence like it's done in the past. Usually you see this start to rise pretty rapidly as price moves sideways at the bottom. Confident that buying pressure is coming in. It happened here at these lows. But on major lows, I guess, not so much. Let's check the open interest and funding rate data. You'd at least expect a bounce here. Open interest for Bitcoin is still high. I was talking about that not looking so great last stream. And honestly, I still don't think the bull market for Bitcoin's over, but I never understood why people were taking so much risk by buying something they didn't understand, and how like Bitcoin really is in a giant bubble even at these prices. Only thing that makes sense is like short-term trading would not hold it, just because it's so far above its monetary demand level that price has to be supported by huge speculation, and there's so much leverage, like Michael Saylor and all these guys, Bitcoin treasury companies, that might be forced to sell into like no demand. So Bitcoin, I think, just needs to settle down here, find a temporary bottom, and then Litecoin can rally harder. We really just need momentum like Zcash had, and it looks like to me that Zcash might be done. A lot of people are probably drawing ascending triangles thinking it would blast past all-time highs, and now it's, I mean, the next support is a lot lower. The 2021 all-time high, another 40% drop. And it's the same way. It's like, it's mostly just hype, and it's doing like 1/20th really in real transactions that Litecoin is doing without any speculation, right, or any increase in speculative transactions. Bitcoin Cash is silly too, a bit pumped. I don't know who's supporting the price of that, but 25,000 transactions and $6 median transaction value is super low. It doesn't look that great. Like maybe it comes back up to this trend line, but I would doubt it breaks. It looks, I don't know. Look, I don't get what justifies the valuation of Bitcoin Cash. Litecoin still to me is the only real undervalued It's not even undervalued based on today's transaction activity, but in like the future, I imagine is super undervalued. Litecoin's outperforming the S&P. Well, crypto's kind of acting like historically what altcoins would act like when Bitcoin fell. Like S&P falls a percent and the crypto market nukes. But I don't know. The reckoning is coming. I've had stuff completed for my project for a long time that I wanted to release, but I was talking about in quite a bit of it of the altcoin reckoning. Like what was driving crypto markets was just popularity contests and influencers pumping things that didn't have any real demand. And the market's been trained to like do the inverse of what you should do. That moment of reckoning is coming. I don't think it's like gonna start right now. There's too much fear. Should get a bounce. What up, Favachi? I don't know if I said hi earlier. But yeah, this would be the ideal spot to bounce from. Let's check wave basis because it's been relatively accurate. I mean, it did call for this deep pullback here. It went lower than it projected it to go, but it's still above this low. So if this is accurate, it should move up really quickly. I just think Bitcoin's gonna chop around sideways till the end of the year. Maybe start going up again in Q1. But yeah, for a fast recovery, you'd want to see Litecoin hold here. Like this is the 786 retracement level that Litecoin's historically gone to. In every correction. It's just been brutal. The short-term time frames on CMF just don't look good. I mean, 1 hour looks better and 15-minute looks fine, but need to transition this to the 4 hour. I think we're on a TD9 as well on the 4 hour time frame, which have marked bottoms in the past and temporary tops. But for Litecoin in funding rates, I think they're negative when I checked earlier. They were. Where is LTC? Oh, they're positive again. But not by much. And open interest is just super low. Really just care about the bear charts, and hopefully we can reclaim this level and start heading higher. We are about $60 days or so. What happened here? I mean, it is pretty similar to Zcash still, right? You had 5 waves down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same with Litecoin here. 3, 4, 5. The structure still is very similar. like almost the same retracement level as well, the 1272. Where it bottomed. So still kind of falling. I didn't see Jack's comment. I don't know why I can't see it. Some other pair charts that I think look really good still is like LTC against Doge. I mean, this chart pattern has played out a lot, and I didn't know whether that means the rest of the market just nukes or what exactly happens. But all of these, I mean, if you're holding anything like SWE, I mean, it's Litecoin's up 161% against it. Dogecoin from its peak after the election, Litecoin's up 230%. Or maybe this is just a quick correction right at the highs before Litecoin breaks out against everything. I do think it still looks relatively strong against most. Just needs to hold up here against Bitcoin and ETH and make that next push up. I think we're still fine. On balance volume looks a little weak, but it's not like really breaking these previous lows. Somewhat here on the 3-day time frame. Doesn't look great on the 2-day time frame. Looks fine on the monthly. I don't know, charts can be deceiving for sure. And given that Bitcoin came all the way back down to 84K, we're still holding up okay. Maybe we'll start to see Zcash rotation to Litecoin. Zcash is still ahead of it, right? So Zcash is 15. It's not that far ahead though. Makes no sense that Bitcoin Cash priced where it's at. Dogecoin too. I don't think my chat is like updating. I'm gonna try to reload this. Is Dewey in here? I streamed because he wanted, he was asking about it. I wonder if this is for selling by market makers that got fucked on October 10th. Yeah, I know, we all just need like $1,000. I think it's coming. But man, I think we did see max capitulation. Even my brother was telling me he might sell his. And he's been here for the whole time. Yeah, I don't see Jack's comments. I don't know why. It's not like I banned anyone. I don't even click on moderating the channel. So I don't know what happened there. Yeah, I just see Wing Hong. Let me see in settings. I know I didn't change anything, but maybe it's just showing. Oh, where's the? I've literally never touched chat. I only see add emotes, show your support, engage with your audience, and emojis. But I see it on the screen, like on my overlay. It's weird. Maybe if I go into YouTube Studio, I can see them all. No, I still only see these. It's so weird. How do you click? Oh, I see. Yeah, I see it now. I don't know why it was selected like that. Yeah, I see your comments, chat. I've never switched this out, but now I have all live chat. I didn't realize you could just do top chat. The elites were censoring you. How are you feeling, Jack? Oh, we're here for you. I'm here for this community. That's why I'm here right now. A bounce should at least come. We'll see if the bounce is strong enough to take Litecoin. Like, we're so close. It sucks that the market got obliterated here. If we can hold this high or low against Bitcoin and ETH, I think we'll be good. It's just, it's worrying to some people because we did the same exact thing and then failed to break these highs and eventually rolled over. So will it be different this time? I think the odds are way better. Like, CMF looks a lot stronger than it did after we reached these highs. There's this dramatic drop off. And it's not as weak on the shorter term time frames. So yeah, in the weekly it looks good. Zooming out, it looks a lot better. It looks like an inverse head and shoulders and just pulling back at the neckline. We need to repeat the Zcash bump. I really wanna. Yeah, I know what you meant. I wanna launch my project. I have full 24-hour loop. Just need to edit a little bit. And I think my whole project should make more sense. Yeah, there's really not a ton to say. I don't know for sure what drove, like, seeing Bitcoin move down this far is rational, but seeing Litecoin strength wane a little bit against the rest of the market is unexpected to me. What up, Nick? Yeah, fuck. God damn. Dude, seriously, every time Litecoin's about to have some strength, they're showing strength, the rest of the market just like shits itself completely. I mean, imagine holding Cardano from the recent highs. It's already down 70%. I'm just gonna retrace this whole move after the scam pump. I feel like it was an exit pump. My view is eventually all these coins, like Dogecoin's gonna go back to its 2020 lows. Yeah, I think so too. Like, I want Litecoin to hold just right around this level. Hold the recent lows from November, which it is bouncing at, but not seeing like a lot of short-term strength. I mean, it's the weekend now, but we spent the whole day down here. I don't see anyone coming to save the day for most of the altcoins. Zcash, I hope, is done. Down like 30-some%. Yeah. Crypto just has the least bid side demand compared to all other markets. There's like, it's too spread out. But Bitcoin dominance looks like it made a lower high. Gonna get wrecked. Eventually Bitcoin should have way more selling pressure from all these DATs and leverage that's in a asset that's more inflated than it's ever been. I don't know who's gonna pick up all their bags either. But we'll see, guys. I'm still bullish. I still think this is gonna hold. But just Litecoin, nothing else. Hold on, I need to grab. Oh. Didn't see Doge. Looks donezo. I just hope Litecoin can, if it can make this breakout above the highs against Doge. I mean, usually we see pretty significant expansion of this type of fractal. And if we can break these highs that have rejected price against Bitcoin, I think we see a large move. So it could be Litecoin only. This is kind of what Zcash Bitcoin did. Went up and then consolidated sideways up, basically to these, close to the previous highs. And then once it broke up here, which would be equivalent of Litecoin breaking this horizontal level, it went straight to the moon. Back to the 2020 highs. What up to Flanders? Win 1 million. I don't know. I think let's convince everyone that Bitcoin's in a bear market. Even though I think it's super overvalued, I think it just goes sideways and then one last move into spring. And then I think still that, like, even though price went down, I think Litecoin will be in the thousands by that time. April of next year, March, April. I just want to start my 24/7 loop. I've been waiting patiently for so long. But it has to be the right time. I'm a year off, maybe. How's Dash and like all those other proof of work coins that were kind of pumping doing? How's meme coins like Rect? H bar, pointless real world asset. Scam. Digibyte looks Rect now. Dash. The cred. Man. Sad for all those coins. The good thing is, Litecoin, if it can break out when the rest of the market bounces, it's the most ideal situation. Right, Zcash broke out when Bitcoin rallied to 124. And then it kept going, even though Bitcoin reversed. ETH has a lot of support here. I think this should bounce for a sec. What up, friend? Tandy Crazy F. How's it going, sir? Moon. Just moon. I probably won't be here that long. I was just taking a break from working on my project. But is there anything that moved up today? World Liberty Financial did. and Bitcoin Cash. That's about it. Everyone's hyping this track coin. Why? It rallied like 50,000% in 2021. But all the influencers are jumping on that thing. Well, at least the CME for Bitcoin closed near the highs, so it probably should make its way back up there after the weekend. This looks actually a lot weaker than this correction here. It's like we retested this level, now we're coming back a second time. But guys, HODL, hold on for your life. Because I think this is gonna be right here. It's just the CMF kind of scares me. Having so much sell volume at the lows. And usually at a clear bottom, we don't just go sideways at the lows. Usually when we do this for an extended period, it breaks down. So I'd like to see this bounce rather than hug the lows. Like, let's get a move like this out of here. I guess you guys did the same thing. I had this pretty low CMF reading on the 12-hour time frame, just like Litecoin before it rallied. Moment of truth here. Alright guys, if you have any questions, let me know, or else I'm gonna go back to grinding. But I don't really have a whole lot to say other than the whole market's tanking. And it still looks fine against everything else. If we can bounce from these lows, I think we break out of this to the upside and follow this line that I drew. Continue vertical against Cardano, against Link, We'll break out against Doge, Bitcoin, Ether, literally everything. Godspeed, Nick. Good luck, Godspeed with whatever you're doing, and when I finish this completely, you should come back on. But I'm in grind mode right now. Why are user IDs showing and not handles? I don't know. I was wondering why everyone's names were different. Is that a YouTube thing? And also I couldn't even see the chat. Like I didn't switch any settings, and it was only showing like top commenter chat. I didn't change anything, I just hit go live like I normally do with a pre-recorded, pre-selected broadcast, and I just use the same name. So maybe YouTube changed something. Alright, later guys. Try this was short, but preparing for the 24-hour grind. So have a good Friday night. I'm here. I'll be live sporadically until price can bounce back and we can break out. Then I'll be live all the time.